Face to Face with Rashi.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin now.
Hello and a very warm welcome on Face to Face with Rashi, and a very happy International Women's Day to all you gorgeous, lovely and wonderful women out there. Woman, you're the face of God's loveliest creation. And as we all know that March 8th, every year we celebrate International Women's Day, and we honor women's accomplishments in all these spheres, whether political, cultural, economic or social. Well, the theme for International Women's Day 2023 is Digital, DIGITALL, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. And the campaign theme for International Women's Day 2023 is Embrace Equity. Hashtag IWD 2023, hashtag Embrace Equity, hashtag IWD theme. Well, the colors for International Women's Day, they are purple, yes, green and white. Where green stands for hope and white stands for purity, purple is the color of justice, integrity, equality and loyalty to the cause. Well, that was all about International Women's Day, and as we are celebrating womanhood. So what's going to be special on Face to Face with Rashi? Well, today we're going to honor an inspirational speaker. She's an author. She's a catalyst for change. She's a coach. And she's a wonderful human being. We are welcoming and honoring on Face to Face with Rashi, Miss Christine Marsh. And ma'am is connecting us from Cheltenham, Gloucestershire, England. So let's connect with ma'am and let's welcome her.
On International Women's Day, Face to Face with Rashi honors Miss Christine Marsh, inspirational speaker and author from England.
She is unparalleled. Her undeterred determination is inspiring. She's an 82-year young, vibrant and innovative, an inspirational speaker, author and catalyst for change. Miss Christine Marsh was born in India. She had a variety of educational experiences in both Singapore and the UK, as her father served in the military and his postings determined where her family moved to. This led Christine had the opportunity to visit new countries, explore different cultures, and experience myriad shades of people's perceptions. Christine's commercial background was within the highly competitive retail world, where she held senior management roles in operation and learning and development before founding her own company, Prime Objectives. She has extensive experience working within the private and public sectors across many cultures. Christine gained recognition by assisting UK-based and international organizations to resolve conflict situations through creative solutions. Her approach to any flashpoint situation is to delve into the core of the problem with respect, laser-sharp professionalism, and transparency. Her latest book, Flashpoint Transformations: Life's Choices, focuses on the impact of her life's experiences as a daughter, sister, wife to Colin Marsh, mother to Alison and Rachel, her life as a corporate high flyer. Her motto is, never be frightened to ask questions. You only know what you know at any given point in time. Christine refuses to let a number on a birthday card dictate how she will live her life. Now nestled in Story on the Wold, living in Cotswold Life in the UK, Christine continues her artistic journey of self-discovery, sharing her creative insights and is always open to experiencing new adventures. On International Women's Day, March 8, we honor Miss Christine Marsh, the inspirational speaker, author, and catalyst for change. Hi, Christine ma'am. Welcome on the show. How are you doing? And I'm sure life is wonderful at your end. A very happy International Women's Day to you. Yeah. And it's an absolute honor and pleasure to have you on our show. And I truly feel blessed to honor you as an inspirational speaker on the show today on this special occasion of International Women's Day. Ma'am, you were born in India. That is really interesting to know. So my first question to you is what fascinates you the best about this country, my country, India, and what are your memories as you would spend formative years of your life here? So we'd love to know something about your childhood as a growing girl, and then when you're an adult, as a young girl, what were your dreams and aspirations? So we'd love to know about that, your memories, as you reel back to those childhood days.
Thank you so much for your warm welcome, and I am delighted to be with you and your guests on this auspicious occasion. You asked me about fascination. Fascination to me is being interested in something, and I see India as a kaleidoscope. It is colours and images constantly changing, and it does actually summarise change and growth to me. When you look at my earliest memories, the situation was places merge. However, India is the land of my birth, and as such is the very essence of my soul. The people I can remember very clearly, although it was many years ago. However, moving through, I'm now coming back to really reconnecting with those roots. And all I can say is I felt safe, I felt protected, and most of all, I feel love. And I have received that from you, dear Rashi, today. Thank you. I had no formal education, and for me, being with nature for 7 years of my life, with no restrictions really, I was often told what a dreamer you are, and I would just spend hours in nature. The woods, the pines, the sounds would be of the bristles on a twigged broom sweeping up the leaves outside. All those are very vivid memories still for me. And what we're looking at is, where do I go from here? Because I didn't have aspirations, because I was deliciously happy. Am I allowed to say that? I was happy, and I had no stress, no demands, nothing to conform to. So you can see why that has stayed with me as a loving memory. And here I am talking to you about you and your future, because it is Women's International Day.
Oh yes, that was truly inspiring, ma'am. Ma'am, you're a facilitator for change. You're an author. You're an inspirational speaker. You coach. Yeah. What was that moment in time, the very first time when you realized that pen, my thought, my expressions, this is what Christine is meant for? The very first idea, the very first realization that led you to establish what you are today, an author and a speaker who's inspiring the world.
Time is not linear, is it? I think it's circular, it comes round. So to say a given moment in time when suddenly my purpose became clear to me is very hard. Coming back from India to England with my elder sister, mother and father, the discovery was that my idyllic life in India had a cost. This freedom meant that I had no formal education, as I've said. It also meant that I couldn't read. Now, at the age of 7, to be called stupid was quite a formative judgment. And what happened, I had to conform to the culture here and had a very orthodox life. There was a very clear role for a female. You got married, you had your children, and a career really was only for professional people. And for me, the break came through probably quite late. I had a very late teenage rebellion at the age of 37, can you believe it? And I did look in the mirror. My children were going to school and I thought, who is this woman? Who is Christine Marsh? I didn't know who she was. And I decided the time had come to find out. Now, what happened is, for me, and I hope you take this on board, is you don't get instant success. That's a myth. I know this today's culture, you suddenly become an overnight celebrity. I think it's stepping stones, it's learning blocks, and for me it became in sales. And I started small and turned out to be very good and worked for a local company, treble sales, and I thought my ideas could actually work on a national scale. Now, you may call that naive, but I think this childlike innocence is something we must keep. Don't be too adult, just think about the fun and what can be achieved. And I actually approached a company. There was not a job, so make one up. Sell yourself on a trial. Ask for 3 months like I did. And if I could come back with ideas, we could then discuss a role. If not, put me back in the world. What had they got to lose? I was with them for 12 years, had a fantastic career. They are a company that allowed you to ask for risk-taking adventures and allowed you to grow within their structure. Fantastic. I'm very grateful for them. But what I found was that speaking to a group was a whole different thing. One-to-one's not a problem. I'm talking to you on a personal level, after all. That's easy. But suddenly to be on a stage and confronted with faces, I actually felt each and every one of them was an individual, and I had to talk to them and tell my story. So what happened was it all escalated, and that is a real test when you move from orthodox to unorthodox living. And I'm extremely grateful to my husband for his understanding and allowing me that growth. But it is a cost and it's a shock, not just to your family, but don't forget your friends. Because once you work out what your purpose is, you may be in a majority of one. Nobody else gets it. It's your vision, it's your dream. You have to turn that into reality. Nobody else can for you. And often, as I say, you can be alone. So do keep people who are similarly thinking of the future, taking risks, but who are supportive. Their love, support and encouragement has got me to where I am today. And I'm extremely grateful for that, as I may say. I found my purpose. I don't have to be an expert. I have basically a quest, and I ask for knowledge. I'm the bridge between the expert and the people who ask the questions. And I have to be the conduit, the translator, so that there's common understanding and everybody is focused on what the outcome should be. Please remember, there's no such thing as a silly question. You only know what you know at any given point in time. I'm still learning. I'm still asking questions.
Wow, that's indeed awesome to know. Ma'am, your latest book, Flashpoint Transformation, Life's Choices, Ready to Jump or Waiting to be Pushed. The title is very interesting. And here you've talked about the transformative energy of the element of fire, yeah? The 4 main chapters that you've talked about, where F stands for focus, I stands for intuition, R stands for rekindling, and E stands for energization. That's how the chapters have been explored. I would love to know about that intuitive light, like how you discovered it, how you explored it, and how it continued to be your guiding light in inspiring you, in helping you understand people and philosophies of life better, and how it continued to guide you in making the kind of person you are today, as you are an inspiration to so many people who listen to you.
How did I discover intuition? I honestly believe that a baby comes into this world with an intuitive knowing. They bring that with them. Childhood really is strange because our honest emotions, we actually learn that you can't say certain things, you can't express those emotions, you can't be that honest. And again, we come to this feeling of having to conform to our culture of what is accepted and what is unacceptable. And that really depends on the place you landed on the planet, I suppose, really. For me, the intuition, this state of knowing, meant that I've always had this gut feeling, and I have to listen to that inner voice. Please don't bury yours, because it will talk to you. You get the negative bits of voice coming through telling you can't, but deep in your gut you know when you're right, and learn to trust that feeling, because I did. So what we're talking about is your ideas and the risk. I've already talked about being ahead of perhaps the current thinking, your ideas, your innovations, your entrepreneurship that you might be doing. But please remember, we're the future. See, I've included myself in that, although you're the youth. I am the elderly person with the wisdom. And what a combination that makes if we still have this childlike belief that anything is possible and we can turn our dreams into a reality. Trust yourself.
On International Women's Day, face-to-face with Rashi owners Miss Christine Marsh, inspirational speaker and author from England.
Mom said life is a learning curve, and what is fact today is fiction tomorrow, and really loved that. It was really interesting to read that. So we'd be grateful to you if you could give your message to the young women out there, like what life is all about, how should they tackle the challenges of life, what's the importance of love as we just glide through this life facing all its ups and downs. Your message to the women today on this special occasion of International Women's Day.
That's a very deep, searching question. Do you believe that you're on the planet with a purpose? Certainly, we're here to accomplish something, and it's not going to be a smooth path. Our learning comes often through our pain, it comes through our failures, and it's taking those points forward, not keep repeating the same mistakes. And I know I've been as guilty as anybody of doing that and thinking, why am I doing that again? I know that doesn't work, or that hurts. So move on, but keep learning and keep an open mind. Certainly, I'm going to ask you a question. If you're looking at your purpose, where is your energy going to come from? It's going to come from within. Just stop and think of what gives you joy. What gives you a feeling of accomplishment at the end of the day? It doesn't have to be massive. It can be a little thing that you tackled and you can tick it off and say, yep, I did that. I accomplished that. And it will help to clarify the purpose, really, of what you're heading for. All I'm saying is learn to cope. It's a strange verb, is to deal successfully with a situation. And the other thing I would ask you to do is please stay hungry. Keep that desire to learn. What I genuinely admire about the wonderful women that I've met in India when I returned really having met Dr. Angela Ingram in 2011. I didn't get back here until 2013 at a major conference where the President of India was present, etc. And what I find is your dedication to being the best that you can. The professions that you go into, the world needs your skills, your dedication, your uniqueness that you actually bring to what you're doing. So that is a very genuine compliment from me to you. So don't be a stereotype. Look at me. If I'm any kind of role model, please be a rebel, because that's where change exists, and change often comes out of pain. We want things to be better, and the world desperately needs things to be better. Be part of that. Have the knowledge that wisdom is not date-related. Don't let anybody tell you you're too young. I refuse to let anybody tell me I'm too old. It's only a number. It's just life's path and the one that we're treading. Please, my advice to you, do not compare yourself with anybody else. It's not a competition. You are here with your purpose. We'll have a different timeline, different time frame, different achievements. Please, it is your path, and stay true to yourself. With all my love and best wishes for your future success and happiness. Blessings to you all. Thank you.
On International Women's Day, face-to-face with Rashi owners, 𝘾𝙝𝙤𝙘𝙀 Marsh, inspirational speaker and author from England.
Absolutely beautiful, ma'am. Thank you so very much. I express my heartfelt gratitude to you from the bottom of my heart for giving your valuable time to me, my show and the channel, and for inspiring and enlightening us with your words of wisdom. You know, me and all the wonderful audience who have joined us for this show and have been listening to you. Thank you so very much, ma'am. I wish you all the very best in life and look forward to listen to your amazing words and your amazing work, and have lovely years ahead. Wish you all the happiness, good health and joy. It's bye from Rashi, and say all aloud to everybody, home and all your loved ones and friends. It was fantastic connecting with you. One more time, happy International Women's Day.
Thank you, Rashi. Honour to be on your show. My blessings and love to you. Have great times ahead.
On International Women's Day, face-to-face with Rashi owners, 𝘾𝙝𝙤𝙘𝙀 Marsh, inspirational speaker and author from England.
My dear people, hope you enjoyed the show. Face-to-face with Rashi owners, inspirational speaker, 𝘾𝙝𝙤𝙘𝙀 Marsh, who joined us from Cheltenham, Gloucestershire, England. Women out there, your strength, your vision, your mission, your love, your light, your willpower, your guidance, and your hope. We celebrate you. 3 cheers, hats off, and salute. Happy International Women's Day once again. It's bye from my side now. Enjoy yourself, celebrate the beautiful you, and take care of you.